Welcome to Lesson 13A, User Controls in Web Forms. ASP.NET user controls are custom, reusable controls that are both easy to create and to use. User controls are a collection of controls such as text boxes and buttons and can include custom properties and methods that are exposed to the container of the user control. Whenever you find that you're using the same markup in two or more places, it's time to consider copying that markup to a user control. To create a user control, select the Web User Control template from the Add New Item dialog box and add the markup. For a page to use a user control, the user control must first be registered in that page. You do this by adding the @register directive to the page. The @register directive contains three attributes that are relevant to a user control. src, this is the virtual path to the ASCX file that defines the user control. Tag name, this is a name that will be used in the current form to refer to the user control. Tag prefix, this is the alias that will be used in the current form to refer to the user control. You can use the find control method to access a control that is on the user control. But it is a better practice to actually expose the attributes of the controls by using a property. In this lesson, you create and use a user control. The lesson requirements are the input address.aspx file, the input address.aspx.cs file, the input address.aspx.designer.cs file, and the default styles.cs file. The hint for this lesson is to drag the user control to the design view directly from the Solution Explorer window to register the user control on the page. To get started with this lesson, select New Project, ASP.NET Empty Web Application, and enter Lesson 13A for the name of the lesson. Select Add ASP.NET Folder Theme to add a folder for your theme. Change the name of the default theme to Default. Right-click the Default Themes folder to add an existing item, and navigate to the default styles.css file and click Add. Now right-click the name of the project and navigate to the input address.aspx file and click Add. Right-click the input address page and select Set as Start Page. Click F5 to run the application. The page has both a mailing address and a billing address that seem to be duplicated. Let's move them to a user control. So create a new folder called User Controls. Right-click the new folder and select Add New Item and add a web user control named Address. You can see it's empty except for the @control directive. So go to the input address form and just copy everything out of the mailing address and paste it in. Now replace the mailing address title with a literal so that programmatically you can update what is displayed there, and name the literal title. Right-click the page and go to the code and add a couple properties to be able to update that literal value. So we've got the title, so we can set and get the title. Now select Build Lesson 13A to build the project. Delete the addresses out of the original form. go to Design View and drag the new user control onto the page. Now what this does is when we go back to Source View, you can see it has registered it for us. And there it is. It has also put it on the page. You can see in the properties that there is a title property. So go ahead and make this one say mailing address. And we're going to go ahead and copy this. And as this one, we're going to call it billing address for the title. Go ahead and click. There it is in Design View. Back to Source View and then click F5 to view it in the browser. And there it is.